Alrighty, so continuing on my trip here, 23 more jumps, not too bad. Gotta head down and drop a couple of copies off of a few blueprints. Taking my trusty, well, it's not trusty because it's the first time I've ever flown it. This is a crane, deep space transport. Usually I'm flying a Galante. What are they, Viator? But thought I'd try something new. This one has a little bit more tank. It's a little slower though. It's 1 tick slower. It's 4 tick, I believe. Yep, 4 tick instead of 3. What I'd really like them to be is 2. I don't know if I can get one down to 2 or not. So I wonder if there's any of these that I could get sub 2, because sub 2 or 2 ticks is what's needed to get away from most gate camps. At least in high sec. In null and stuff, you know, different story. You also give up cargo space to get that kind of alignment, but some low set gates can be bubbled. Yeah, if they are, so they'll show us a triangle in your route, and those are in faction warfare areas. So if they lower the standing of the system through faction warfare, then they can temporarily treat it like null and launch bubbles and some other stuff.
Drive active. Drive active.
User Rock.
VCD just subscribed.
Thank you, buddy. Brand new sub. Yes, it is corruption. Correct. So, DCVD, brand new sub. How about 1,000 gold? To everybody here in your honor. And then I'll also see what Dolly is thinking that your Twitch avatar might be looking like currently. We'll get a photograph of it. Man, what's going on here? Where were you guys during the hype train? We would have made level 2. Welcome, though. And thank you. Alright, let's see here. So, Toxic Waste. 25 months as a sub. How about 500 more gold? Everybody here in your honor. And then a Fengi. 2 months as a sub. How about another 20 gold? Everybody here in your honor. Thank you, thank you. And I'll have some images for you guys too at the next break. Scout helps too. Scout always helps when hauling. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that scouts help for. Having 2 accounts can be amazing.
Warp drive active. Warp drive.
Recall this system before. Huna. Or Hona. Don't know if I've ever traveled through here. I put Amar in my blocked systems for routing through, so I don't route through Amar anymore. Just like Cheetah is blocked for everybody, I blocked Amar, and so it might take me an extra jump sometimes. And if I need to go to Amar, well then it's not a problem, I still can. So the block doesn't stop you from entering it, it just stops it from adding it to your route. I am getting close. Almost there. Just a few more jumps.
Warp drive active.
BCVD, I don't know what to make of the image that Dolly came up with for you. It's interesting.
Warp drive active.
Alright, I'll be glad to get this stuff down here. I'll have to contract it over to one of my other characters. None of my characters are out at this station at the moment.
Drive active.
And I'll have a couple of high value BPOs that'll have to get put into null. I had them shipped down here. I didn't want to fly them myself. They were just way too costly. So many billions. I bought a researched Nyx. It's one of them. And it should be down here by now. I don't think the contract's still outstanding.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
6 more jumps. We're out into an area where there are not many NPC stations. In fact, there's not a lot of reason that anybody lives out here. This is really kind of a nomad's land out here. There's not much that happens out here. So, oh, hello. Hi. Yes. You want some pets? This is a Shimu. Yes. He is... the cat. He probably picked up on that, though. Can your cat fly a cat? You know, so he is named Shimu, which is a Blood Raider cruiser that specializes in vamping and webbing. Yeah, if he bites you, he can draw blood. He's very strong. He's a big cat. He's a really big cat. So... yeah, I mean, I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'4", and he barely fits on my lap. He's just huge.
Warp drive active.
I should really see what sort of NPC stations are around here and which ones can do copying, because at some point some of the more expensive blueprints, when I need copies, they're going to be kept in a NPC station and just make copies and then send them in, because I'm a little concerned about having blueprints that are worth anywhere from, you know, a couple billion. Maybe that's okay. But I literally have some blueprints that are worth a hell of a lot more. And like the Nyx blueprint, I paid a good price for it, but I can't remember how much I paid. 23 billion or something? Wondering how good is massive scordite for mining? Well, I don't know. Does CCP create original blueprints and put them on the market like the rare ones? No. The rare ones... nope.
Warp drive active.
They did one time, but...
Docking request accepted.
I made it here. All right. And now you see, I have 997 items in my ship. Oh my. They're just, they're blueprint copies. They're all copies. No originals. And then I mentioned that I had a couple of them delivered down here. So I've got a Hell, and it's 814. And I've got a Nyx, which is 814. All right, so it says these are worth, well, it says this Nyx is worth 21.5 billion. If it's fully trained up, like if this were 1020, it would be in the... It would be in the 50 billion range. And this is why it's talking about having, you know, them an NPC station for doing copies or whatnot. And so, and then I've got here a bunch of stuff. I made a bunch of spike blueprints and I made them wrong. It's going to be a pain in the ass potentially making the ammo out here. I tried to make, you know, like 50 runs in one copy, and I accidentally did 51 copy runs. Mistakes were made. And so that's how I ended up with all of these. And then I did the same thing with Praetors on accident. So, yeah, so there's a shit ton of those in here too. And then I have, you know, a few other ship blueprints, few Tech 2 things, couple of ones that are drop only, like the microjump stuff. Those are drop only. And ammo stuff take out there, Sino, some other ships, fighters. And a lot of these I did correctly on this stuff, but some of them I didn't. And so, yeah. All right. So I'm going to transfer all of these in here. It'll take a second. I wonder if I can use the deliver to command in here. Because there's so many of them. They won't all fit in a contract. Contract has a maximum of like 600 or something. So deliver to... All right. Make sure that do the name right. Yep, that is that. And then, oh, did my game crash? That looks bad. Yes, we want to give it to them. And boom, they're gone. All right. Hopefully they got delivered correctly. Oh my. Wouldn't that suck? So if they didn't get delivered correctly. So yeah, that would really suck. Okie dokie. Let's see here. One of the things that I've been doing is looking for, so I got a Hell and a Nyx, and an Aeon. So find in contracts and item category. Blueprint original. Nothing found. Yep. And then I think the Wyvern. See if I can find this in contracts. Doesn't look like. Doesn't look like it. So I'm in the right region for the Aeon, for if I were to industry view market. Oh. Well, I wonder where you would buy an Aeon blueprint. Thought I was in a Mars space. On blueprint. $18.5 billion. I've never even considered flying one of these before. I've seen them before, but I actually don't know much about them, right? The ship looks weird. Yeah, it does. You know, so I wonder what its strength is its drones or its fighters. This one looks cut in half. You know what? It does. It looks like it was filleted, like you know, or butterflied. It's a meat cut. You know, they cut this down and then laid this portion down. Yeah. So it does look pretty strange, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know how much did the BPO prices go down? I mean, this is 18.5 billion just for the blueprint. So I don't know. I doubt that the price changed on the blueprints. Yeah, this one definitely does look strange. So I don't know what the thought is behind it, but that's what it is. So I do want to buy one of these, or buy a blueprint for it and produce them. But I actually don't know how popular they are. So let's look over here. Aeon ship. And look at losses. Loading. All right, so it's been a couple weeks since one was lost. $94 billion. This was lost by one of our guys. They got, you know, well, they got hit by snuffed out in some big ass ships. So, and look at that, it's like 94 billion. That's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Oh, he had a lot of ships on him too. So they caught this guy transporting ships. Oh. Yeah. That's why he's so expensive. They caught him with a bunch of ships and stuff. So, well, it's only 1.6 billion. Huh. Yeah, there was some sort of mistake made. That's for sure. Maybe he was gating. Let's see. No, he was quite a ways away from a gate. I wonder how they got him. I wonder what the story is behind that. So, obviously some sort of mistake was made. All right, Slim. Yeah, so I'm looking for an Aeon BPO. And I can't remember whether or not. Oh no, I want a waiver in BPO too. So, yeah, there's a few things I'm working on. I've got a Phoenix already and stuff. So, you know, I'm probably ending up with more stuff than what I can actually make or whatnot, because I won't be able to acquire enough items to build them. But you know, thing is that they last. You know, as long as I don't place them somewhere where they get blown up, because that's the issue, right? Is that they get blown up. All right. If you're watching on video, we'll see you in the next episode. Everybody else,